quoi le feeling de ça, puis les premiers vrais coups de patin avec les coéquipiers?
J'aime vraiment ça. Juste être sur la même glace, c'est pour jouer pour les Canadiens, d'apporter ce chandail-là, même durant les pratiques, puis durant les étés aussi. Juste un feeling incroyable. C'est un rêve de jeunesse, puis je suis très hâte, puis excité au camp, puis les matchs pré-saison, puis durant la saison aussi.
Comment tu as trouvé le tempo ce matin pour la première journée?
Ça patinait ce matin, mais c'est ça qu'on pensait ça va être. C'est training camp, puis on sait que ça va être tough, puis on veut commencer sur une bonne note dès le début de la saison, puis même training camp, on veut que ça soit haut, la compétition, l'intensité. On veut que tout le monde bataille puis soit prêt pour les matchs qui s'en viennent.
Joe, quelles sont tes qualités, les éléments qui pensent que tu pourrais aider cette équipe-là?
Je pense ma vitesse puis ma physique. Je pense je porte quand même un gros physique puis je peux patiner. Alors pour moi, c'est un avantage. Puis juste sur le forecheck, d'être dur à jouer contre, c'est d'être un gars qui compétitionne à chaque shift, d'apporter de l'énergie, de la vitesse. Puis je pense que si j'ai réussi à faire ça, j'ai des bonnes choses qui vont sortir. Puis je pense que j'ai aussi du potentiel qui doit sortir un peu. J'ai travaillé beaucoup cet été avec les gars, puis en regardant les gars qui sont vraiment talentueux comme Dami, puis Paddy aussi. Juste être sur la même glace, j'ai réussi à apprendre beaucoup de ces gars-là, puis je pense j'ai plus de confiance dans mon jeu cette fois-ci, cette année.
Ouais, c'est intéressant ce que tu dis, dans le sens que tu as toujours été un gars offensif dans les rangs juniors et tout ça. Tu sens vraiment qu'il y a encore une marge d'amélioration offensivement, que tu n'as pas atteint ton plafond, comme on dit?
Je pense que oui. Je pense que si tu es mis dans de différentes situations pour avoir du succès, si tu as confiance de tes habiletés, je pense que tu es capable de tout faire. Je pense qu'il n'y a vraiment pas des ceilings des fois. Je pense que si tu continues à travailler sur ton jeu, tu vas devenir meilleur. Ça rapporte avec tout ce que tu fais dans la vie, pas juste le hockey, mais si tu pratiques pour des heures, je pense que tu vas devenir meilleur. Puis des fois, tu dois être capable de changer ton jeu un peu. Puis c'est ça que j'ai dû faire quand j'ai venu dans la Ligue nationale. Il n'y avait pas un rôle que j'avais dans le junior ou le hockey mineur. C'est une différente ligue. C'est dur à jouer ici. Puis c'est tous les meilleurs du monde. Alors, je devais réussir à faire d'autres que de scorer des buts, à être plus effectif, à faire d'autres affaires pour aider l'équipe à gagner.
Joe, tu as parlé des matchs de saison. Est-ce que tu as eu une confirmation ou tu as un poste qui reste à gagner?
C'est sûr, il y a des postes à gagner. Il n'y a pas de poste qui est donné à n'importe qui. Je pense que tout le monde doit travailler fort. Il y a tu viens ici, puis il y a des postes à gagner. Il y a la temps de glace à gagner. Je pense que il y a toutes ces affaires-là. Mais quand tu viens ici, tu veux laisser ta marque, tu veux laisser une bonne impression. Puis c'est ça à chaque année. Des gars veulent montrer qu'est-ce qu'ils ont fait cet été en termes de skills ou de patin ou quoi que ce soit pour améliorer. Alors, pour moi, je veux montrer à qu'est-ce que j'ai fait cet été, puis j'ai confiance à mes habiletés.
Il y a peut-être une ouverture au centre. Est-ce que toi, tu t'es dit, OK, j'ai peut-être une chance là?
C'est sûr. C'est un des affaires que j'ai vu en signant ici. Il y avait des joueurs qui sont signés d'ailleurs agents libres. Ils ont perdu des gros morceaux. Alors, pour moi, c'est sûr que j'ai vu ça, puis j'ai gardé ça comme une grosse opportunité à venir ici. Comme j'ai dit, il y a une poste à gagner, puis je veux montrer que ça soit moi. Puis je suis un peu capable de jouer au centre, mais surtout à l'aile aussi. Mais je pense que j'ai un centre naturel, puis j'ai de la confiance à mes habiletés avec ça.
What are your early impressions of the culture here with this team?
I think it's pretty impressive that, the expectations we've exceeded so far. You look at last year
nationale en série, puis je sais qu'est-ce que ça prend pour gagner, puis c'est ça que je vais essayer d'amener ici là, à Montréal.
As-tu eu des conversations déjà avec Martin pour savoir
cet été, il m'a appelé, puis il sait un peu quel genre de joueur que je suis, puis il m'a juste dit d'être moi-même, puis d'avoir du fun, puis pour moi, d'être à Montréal, puis d'avoir signé avec le Canadien, c'est vraiment ça va être une expérience incroyable, puis je me mets pas trop de pression, je veux juste avoir du fun, puis faire ce que je suis capable de faire. Là.
En quoi ton expérience l'année dernière dans la Ligue américaine peut peut-être t'aider à retrouver ta place dans la Ligue nationale? Tu avais un rôle plus offensif qu'autre chose un peu?
Oui, ça faisait comme 5 ans que j'étais dans la Ligue nationale sans retourner dans la Ligue américaine. C'est sûr qu'au début, c'était pas facile mentalement, mais je pense que je suis arrivé là-bas avec une bonne attitude, puis j'ai eu un bon coach ici, Manny Malhotra. Il a été vraiment bon avec moi, puis je pense que j'ai retrouvé ma game, puis le plaisir de jouer l'année passée, puis gagner la Coupe Calder, ça a été aussi, ça a été bon pour moi de jouer en série, puis de remporter la Coupe, c'est vraiment nice.
Quand tu dis de retrouver le plaisir de jouer, il y a un moment où tu n'avais plus de fun, l'année précédente?
Pas de, quand ma dernière année à Saint-Louis, j'étais souvent out du line-up, puis pas joué beaucoup, puis ça a été tough de me trouver un contrat l'année d'après, mais non, comme j'ai dit, j'étais arrivé à Abbotsford avec une bonne attitude, puis on avait un bon groupe de gars là-bas, puis ça a vraiment bien été. Là.
Alex, c'était Laval l'année passée, donc dans l'organisation du Canadien, vous êtes des vieux chums. As-tu jasé avec lui un peu avant ou après avoir signé pour peut-être avoir un peu une idée de ça dans quoi tu t'embarquais?
Oui, moi puis Alex, on est des meilleurs amis depuis de longue date, puis il m'a juste dit d'avoir du fun. C'est pas chaque année que tu as la chance d'aller au camp du Canadien puis d'espérer de faire l'équipe. Il m'a juste dit d'avoir du fun, faire ce que j'étais capable de faire, puis le reste va suivre.
Tu as dit tantôt que ça a été dur mentalement, ta saison dans la Ligue américaine. Pour l'orgueil aussi, est-ce que c'était difficile de voir que tu réussissais pas à trouver un contrat là?
Oui, c'est sûr, c'est dur. Mais comme j'ai dit, il faut que tu move on, puis c'est ça que j'ai fait. Puis j'étais arrivé dans la Ligue américaine, j'étais les gars les plus jeunes dans la Ligue américaine, j'étais un bon vétéran là-bas, puis j'essayais de leur montrer un peu qu'est-ce que ça prenait pour gagner, puis je pense que j'ai fait une bonne job là-bas, puis j'étais vraiment content de... L'orgueil, oui, elle a fait mal un peu, mais tu es quand même dans la Ligue américaine, c'est un bon calibre, puis comme j'ai dit, j'ai retrouvé ma game, puis j'étais vraiment content de ce que j'ai accompli. Là.
Peut-être un petit pas de recul pour mieux avancer?
Oui, 100%. Des fois, ça va pas tout le temps comme tu veux, puis... c'est dur de jouer dans la Ligue nationale. Il y a tant des nouveaux joueurs qui arrivent à chaque année, des gars qui se font drafter, puis tout. Puis il y a des blessures qui peuvent arriver aussi. Fait que, pour moi, c'est d'arriver près cette année puis montrer qu'est-ce que je suis capable de faire. Là.
Le Canadien s'est fait brasser un peu en série, puis Gorton avait dit qu'il voulait voir un plus haut niveau de compétitivité de ses joueurs. Est-ce que tu vois un peu ton arrivée peut-être dans ce contexte-là ou tu as toujours été réputé un peu pour ce jeu-là aussi?
Oui, en série, quand on avait gagné la Coupe à Saint-Louis, je pense que notre équipe était basée sur la physicalité. Puis je pense que c'est une des raisons pourquoi on a gagné. Puis cette année à Abbotsford, c'est la même chose. On était une équipe physique. Puis quand tu es physique, puis tu wear the other team down, je pense que c'est ça qui fait gagner des équipes à la fin. Là.
Samuel, le gars qui a gagné la Coupe, physiquement, mentalement, il est-tu loin, il est où?
Je me sens bien. L'année passée, dans la Ligue américaine, en play-off, je pense que j'étais un gars très physique, puis j'aimais ça, puis j'aime encore ça, puis je me sens bien physiquement, puis j'espère juste bien faire ça au camp.
Sam te parlait de l'aspect physique que tu peux apporter. C'est quelque chose d'intéressant, que c'est pas tous les joueurs qui ont cette équipe-là. Si on ajoute que Kent Hughes a signé tout de suite le 1er juillet, puis qu'il a dit que lui, il te voyait dans son top 12 cette année quand on lui a parlé après ta signature, j'ai l'impression que tu as juste un poste à perdre, que si tu fais les choses correctement, tu devrais commencer en haut dans le top 12?
C'est sûr, mais dans un camp d'entraînement, il y a plusieurs choses qui peuvent arriver. Mais moi, dans ma tête, je veux commencer la saison ici, puis je veux faire ma place. Puis je pense que j'ai encore du bon hockey à donner, puis ça va être à moi de prouver que je suis prêt.
Tu ce logo-là sur le chest. Aujourd'hui, j'ai le goût de te demander ton plus beau souvenir en lien avec les Canadiens quand tu étais jeune, c'est quoi?
J'étais un grand fan de Carey Price. Je pense quand il s'était battu avec, c'était pas vraiment une bagarre, mais avec Tim Thomas. Tim Thomas, il l'avait essayé, ça n'avait pas trop marché, mais j'ai tout le temps été un grand fan du Canadien, puis un grand fan de hockey, puis le Canadien a toujours eu une grosse partie dans ma vie, fait que je suis vraiment content d'être ici, puis de porter le bleu, blanc, rouge.
Tu es un fan de Kerry, mais ce dont tu te rappelles, c'est quand il a essayé de se battre.
Non, mais tu sais, ça a été le meilleur joueur pendant plusieurs années ici. Puis c'était juste, tu entendais le nom Carey Price. Puis dans la rue, on jouait au hockey. Puis un goaler qui s'appelait Carey Price, un défenseur qui s'appelait P.K. Subban. Fait que non, j'étais un grand fan du Canadien. Je suis venu à plusieurs games. Puis quand j'étais jeune, puis c'est vraiment excitant d'être ici.
Ça représente quoi pour toi, Samuel, quand non seulement tu reviens dans la Ligue nationale, mais c'est avec les Canadiens de Montréal?
Non, tu sais, quand le 1er juillet est arrivé, puis l'occasion de signer avec le Canadien est arrivée, tu sais, j'ai pas pensé à attendre d'autres appels ou rien. Fait que j'ai décidé de prendre ça, puis je suis vraiment content d'être ici, comme j'ai dit. Puis j'ai juste hâte que les matchs préparatoires commencent, puis de montrer ce que je suis capable de faire.
T'as-tu un été doublement intense, sachant, bon, c'est un contrat d'1 an, tu veux percer avec le Canadien, tu veux montrer que tu as encore ta place en Ligue nationale? Tu comme donné ou tu as gardé la même formule habituelle? T'sais?
Ben, tu sais, ça a été une été quand même assez courte. Fait que j'étais revenu chez nous, c'était le début juillet. Fait que j'ai pas trop pris tant de break. Puis j'étais arrivé à Montréal début août ici en m'entraînant avec les boys ici. Fait que je connais un peu tout le monde. Puis c'est une bonne décision de ma part, je pense, d'arriver tôt ici. Là. Fait que je suis vraiment content d'être ici.
Y a-tu un gars que tu as affronté puis qui est ici maintenant?
Thank you.
So he didn't play a regular game for a while. How do you feel entering this training camp?
I feel good. Body feels good. Mentally, feel really good. Just gonna kind of take it day by day, follow the plan, and be ready for the season.
Are you?
It's a secret.
Are you confident to be there October 8th against the Leafs, or?
That was my goal coming into the summer. As soon as kind of the season ended, took a couple days to kind of rest and got right back in the gym and started grinding away. With that date kind of circled in mind to be ready for that.
How much of a challenge was the rehab this time to have to go through it again?
I don't really look at it as a challenge, more as an opportunity to right some wrongs and to do things. I mean, you learn a lot of lessons in life, and you can either choose to kind of go through those and accept them and learn from your mistakes and do things right, or you can just kind of keep going through life and making mistakes. So I looked at it as an opportunity to do the things the right way and really bear down and get ready for the season.
What does that mean, lessons and bearing down? What does that mean to you?
I mean, anything. You learn lessons in life all the time, no? I mean, my grandpa would always say that you should learn one new thing a day, right? So you're not always going to be perfect in everything you do, and you're not perfect in the game of life or in the game of hockey, and you got to take away the lessons you learned and be better at it the next time.
What's the main thing you learned from your rehab last year that helped you go through this year at Kirby?
Just think doing everything away from the rink and doing everything on the ice as hard as I can and with purpose, understanding that you got to be ready and do everything correct.
Is there anything specifically that you did differently this summer as opposed to last summer?
Yeah, I spent a month in the woods. Grew a beard. No. No, felt good. Had a good plan in place with the trainers here, my trainers back home, and a lot of communication all the way through management and the coaching staff, myself, the trainers here, trainers back home, making sure that we're all on the same page and that everything's going right.
What do you make of the opportunity to potentially play with Ivan and with Patty?
That's exciting. Obviously getting to watch Demi, what he did in the last 2 games in the playoff games. Kid's got all it's got to work ethically, another either. So it's going to be pretty exciting to see him grow and how much the city accepted him already and how much they love him. I think he loves that, and obviously Patty and I kind of had tough years last year, both with injuries and maybe some struggles, but we feel confident. We both feel good, and we're ready to kind of turn the page and look forward to this year.
Marty said that he spoke to you quite a bit over the last summer. I was just curious about that. What was that like? Was that you reaching out to them just to know what was expected, or was it them reaching out to you?
I think it was more him checking in and making sure that everything's okay and that I'm doing good, and making sure that I'll be ready.
Marty said yesterday that you're the second-line center starting this camp. What does that mean to you that you're going into camp knowing the coach has already penciled you into that spot?
Yeah, it's where I want to be. I'm a center. I know I can play on both sides of the puck and be a difference maker. So I feel good, and I'm ready to do it.
What does it feel to still have the confidence of your coach?
It's good. I mean, it's been a difficult 2-3 years, I guess, now with injuries and everything going on. But it's been fun to watch and be a part of the trajectory of this team, and for us to kind of be ready to take this next step.
How do you avoid feeling sorry for yourself or thinking why did this keep happening to me?
You just don't. I don't know. Like the league doesn't stop to worry about me. Why would I stop and worry about myself when I got to get back to work and do all the right things?
How would you describe? Is there any heightened urgency for you this season? You're in the last year of your contract, obviously the injuries and everything that have happened. Do you have a different approach than you might have had earlier?
No, I think the contract, all that stuff takes care of itself. With what you do on the ice, off the ice, at practice and games. So not really worried about that. Just want to get back to playing games.
Kirby, you're talking about the plan. You said you want to be ready for October 8th. How close are you from being ready?
I feel good. We're going to trust the plan. Everybody's comfortable with the plan, and go from there.
What will you be focused on between now and opening night?
Just details, habits, making sure that I'm kind of stacking my days and doing everything I need to do each and every day, whether it's on the ice or it's in the gym, making sure that everything's done and it's done with a purpose.
Do you anticipate playing preseason games?
I'm ready to do whatever the plan entails.
Would you feel ready to play like the first couple of games Monday, Tuesday? Do you think you'd be ready for that in time?
Yeah, I'm just focused on one day at a time. I'm not looking too far into the future. I just want to make sure that I'm doing everything right today and that I wake up tomorrow and do everything right again.
And talking about the present, you just talked about the fact that it was a tough process for you. What makes you think that you can still have an impact offensively in this league at the moment?
I think I just trust myself. I trust the system we have. I trust the teammates. I trust Marty. I trust everything we have going here. I think it's a big thing with our team is how close and tight-knit we are. I mean, you look at our forward lineup, you look at our D lineup, we have a ton of offense out there. So just going to go and let the game take care of itself, but just try and stack my days and be ready.
Given all the injuries, do you think you're at a pivotal point in your career at all?
What do you mean by that?
That you know, if you keep getting hurt, you're going to get passed over by somebody.
I'm not worried about anything.
With Adam Nicholas being on the ice so much this summer when you guys have been skating here, how much has that meant to you and the group?
Yeah, Adam's put in a lot of work. It's very impressive the amount that he does for us and how much he's constantly working with us. And even when we're not here, he's sending us clips and stuff to work on when we're all back home in the summer. So we're definitely very fortunate to have a guy that cares so much about us as individuals as much as he does about the team.
What are your takeaways when you watch Davidov and you skate with him this summer? Just what do you take away from watching him and how he can maybe mesh with you on the ice?
I mean, it's going to be fun. He's got a lot of talent, a lot of skill. He can drive a line. He can play well. Offensively, he's got a good stick. Defensively as well. It's one thing I've kind of noticed. But I think as our line. I think it's just working together to find where each other like to be on the ice when we want the puck for each other and capitalize on our opportunities.
What have you learned from your play last season? Is there anything you want to do differently for this return?
Yeah, I think just I've kind of mentioned already, but focus on the defensive side of the game and just play the game in front of me. And if that means playing a few defensive shifts in a row, then that's what it is. But the offense will come, and I'm not really overly worried about that. Just want to get out there and play games.
Thanks, Kirby. All summer and skating regularly here.
Yeah, it's been good. I think big thing is that it's been fun to be healthy for a change. Obviously to get a lot of weeks and a lot of reps in. I think that's been obviously helpful, and I think all of the people around here have done a great job making sure that my programs and skates are paying off right now, and feels good. So it's been fun to spend the summer here, and went pretty well, so can't really complain.
Might seem obvious, and it probably is obvious, but could you compare your state of mind right now to when you arrived at camp last year, not having prepared as much? I mean, what is the difference in how you feel now as opposed to a year ago?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like excitement level is the same, but I mean, body-wise feels great. Last year was kind of a question mark, like it was the year before that too. So it's been helpful to be healthy for the full summer, and actually been able to work out instead of doing rehab. And then I think last year I skated twice before camp, and now I started in May pretty much. So it makes a pretty big difference. So it's the same mindset, but body obviously feels better than it has been for a long time, and so should be a good thing for me.
Marty told us yesterday that we might see the best Patrik Laine version this year. What's the best version of Patrik Laine?
No, we're not. We might not, or like we will, or we will see the best version. There's no question about that. I think the best version is a guy who skates, guy who gets his feet moving, guy who's making good plays, who's responsible out there, hopefully scoring every now and then. That wouldn't hurt. Yeah, I think it starts with when you have your legs, it's a little easier to advance the play instead of always stopping and looking to make a pass because you can't move. So I think legs feel great right now, so just try to get moving, and everything else is gonna open up after that, and try to shoot some pucks every now and then, and hopefully they will go in.
You said your main goal last season was to fall in love with hockey again, and you did. How were you able to do that? What allowed you to fall in love with the game again after all the difficulty you went through?
The city, the organization, the fans. I think that played a big part of it. This organization is just so wonderful, from obviously starting with the owners, with the Molsons, and going all the way down. I think it's just such a family type of organization that it's a privilege for us to be a part of it, and obviously playing in probably the best place on earth to play hockey. So I think that if that doesn't get you fired up to play hockey, then you probably should be doing something else. So I think it was just a combination of those things, and obviously the work I've done for myself to being able to enjoy hockey again, and yeah, so hockey's fun again, so it's great.
So what's your goal this season?
Win the cup. That's my goal.
You spent a lot of time on the ice with Demidov. Obviously, both you were here all summer. It looks like you will perhaps get an opportunity to play with him on a line. Watching him, what are some of the things you noticed about his game and how it might be able to mesh with yours?
Yeah, he'll get a chance to play with me. let's put it this way. Yeah, my 10th year. No, I'm just kidding. Let's not make that a big deal. Okay. No, I mean, I think it's just special what this kid's able to do. Obviously Montreal has only seen glimpses of it since he hasn't played too many games yet, but watching him all summer, I think it was, helpful to obviously try to build chemistry and, work on certain things. But I think it's just special what this kid can do out there. And at, such a young age, it's pretty scary to think about what he's going to be in like 2-3 years. So it's been super fun to watch, and obviously to work with him all summer, and just says a lot about his mindset too, that he wants to spend the summer here and keep skating and keep working here and getting to know the city and all that. So it's a special kid for sure.
What's your level of excitement of knowing you might be siding with him, and like how does that feel?
10. 10 out of 10. Yeah, I would say.
You've been talking about Vinita, but what about the centerman, Kirby Dach? Do you believe that he's planning the skills to be a good second-line center in the NHL?
Yeah, I think he's, got drafted that high for a reason, and, he's proven that, when he's healthy that, he can definitely be that guy. But, he's gone through a lot of adversity as well over the past couple of years, which is, not easy for a big guy when you have, knee injuries and stuff like that. Like it's hard when it's, on your legs, but you can definitely see all the work he's put in this summer and after the injury to, being able to be ready at camp and, when the season starts. So it's an exciting and scary thing for other teams when, a big man like that gets going, and with his hands too, it'll be a pretty fun line to be a part of for sure.
Apart from hockey, what have you and your wife enjoyed most about living in Montreal?
A lot of things to do for sure. There's always something happening. A lot of good food, and people are great. I think it's just I have nothing bad to say. Well, except for traffic, I hate that. But I'm sure everybody can agree with that. But besides that, I think it's just such a wonderful, feels like a big city, but still like a small community kind of vibe. And, we've absolutely loved it since, the day we got here. And obviously more and more the more time we've spent here. So it's been a good fit for us, and hopefully we'll stick around.
Patrik, what were you able to work on this off season that maybe you couldn't in years past because you're recovering from injury?
Kind of everything. I've been dealing with a lot of different kinds of injuries, whether it's been upper body, lower body, mental, you name it. I've probably had it. So yeah, it's been just fun to being able to do kind of everything without any limitations, and obviously skate a lot, which normally I haven't maybe skated this much during the summer, but might as well, shake things up. It can't get much worse, at least. So try something different, and feel like it's been going pretty well. Feeling good, and been really able to put myself to work, and obviously the training staff and coaches and everybody's done a really good job helping me out, and making sure the programs and skates are, making sure that I'm and everybody else who's doing that are going to be ready when the season starts. And so we got to give a big shout out to everybody who's made that possible.
Patrik, it looks like there's enough talent on this team to put together two kind of balanced power play units, as opposed to last year where the top unit stayed out for a long time. How do you think that, what changes when that dynamic exists?
That is an excellent question, because I've never really had that before. We have a lot of talent, like you said, to put together two units. I don't know how and what they're, obviously the coaching staff, what they're thinking and what are they going to do, but we'll have some really good players for both units, and I think it will be more like a minute type of situation this year. But I think it's a good problem to have for the team, that there's a lot of good players and a lot of hungry players who want to be out there and to show what they can do. And if one unit's going, I think obviously they should be getting the start, but I think it'll be a good competition if that's what they decide to do, that we'll do 2 equal units, then it'll be a good little competition between the units to get our PP going.
This is your last year of the contract. Have you? It sounds like you're really happy, and you say you love it. Have you made it clear to management, or have you spoken that this is the place you'd like to stay beyond this season?
No, we've mostly just focused on this year. All that stuff will come eventually, and now it's just focused on playing, and so not really had too many discussions like that. I think I've been pretty open publicly and everywhere about it, that I love it here, and this organization is something I definitely want to be a part of for a long time, but never know how these things happen. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But now just focused on recovering from today and try to make it to tomorrow, and then we'll tackle tomorrow. That's kind of where my mind's at.
Thanks, Patty.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
No, it's cool. I mean, I don't really know what other teams do, but seems like we kind of have our own thing here, and guys like to come in early, get settled in. It's a good place to be at the end of the summer. So I think when you get a lot of guys in there like that, shows you how committed everyone is. And we know we got something special building here. So yeah, it's cool to see that and get everyone in early and kind of get to spend some time together before things really ramp up. So
when did you get here?
I got here August 22nd. Yeah.
Unexpected, that specific.
with Dobson coming in, there's been so much speculation about the deep pairing.
Yeah.
I know it's only day 1 at training camp, but it looks like you and Laine Hudson. Just what are your thoughts just on Dobson coming in and how the defense pairings might set up?
Yeah, no, obviously great to have him. He's obviously going to help our team out a lot. He's got a lot of, he's gifted offensively. Obviously, he's had a couple really good years. I've played against him in junior and watching him play. He's so smooth out there on the ice. He's got so much poise, and yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure what the pairings are going to end up being, and yeah, we'll see. I'm sure nothing's set in stone yet, so I'm sure they'll try a lot of things. But yeah, I'm okay playing with whoever. So.
Where would you have played against him in junior?
Mem Cup, my first year.
Cup.
Yeah.
What was your reaction when you heard about the trade, that you guys would acquire a guy like that, who's so young but has pretty good body of work under his belt too in the NHL?
Effing rights. Yeah, I was excited. I mean, again, really good player. He's been in the league for a while now. He's around our age group. Fits in well with the guys already. So yeah, I was excited. Sent it to all my buddies right away and said, "Here we come." So it was a big acquisition for us. We had a good summer with that. So yeah, definitely it's going to help our team out a lot.
What do you think about this defensive squad?
Yeah, it's again a lot of guys kind of around same age. Obviously, a couple older guys, but again, we've been together for a while now, and Daubers fit in right away. Carzy fit in right away. I think again, we're going to be a tough D-corps to play against. I know that's something that we kind of talked about playing playoffs. It's tough games. I think we got to play harder as a group back there. I think everyone kind of sees that, agrees with that. So it'll be fun come game 1 for sure.
Do you think it covers all the area of the games?
Yeah, I mean, we got everything you need. So again, I think hopefully we don't have any problems. I don't think we will. I think everyone is excited to get going. So.
Sorry if you answered this already, but what do you see from Kirby since you've been here for a few weeks?
Yeah, no, he looks really good. I'm happy for him. He had a really good summer. We trained together in the summer. We skate together in the summer. So he was dialed in all summer. He was doing what he had to do. I hope he has a great start. I expect him to have a great start for what he's done and how he's looked all summer. I'm proud of him. Can't be easy going what he's going through. Going through 2 of the same shit. Sorry, same stuff. But I mean, I'm proud of him for sure.
What was the vibe you got during those sessions from him? Because he just talked about learning lessons, that you have to go 100% all the time and everything. Like, what was, from your point of view, like what sense did you get being with him all summer? I think he just saw how hard it is.
he would come into the gym some days and he'd feel like crap, like a lot of us do, and you just saddle up, you go to work, just how it is. No excuses. I think, again, he did a really good job of that this summer. Some days you feel run down, you have a hard couple days. Some days he'd be at the gym 3-4 hours working out. He'd be at the gym so long he'd be working out with the 12-year-olds. So he was putting in work this summer. So again, proud of him. I think he had a great summer. He looks good on the ice. So
You've been through some of that stuff yourself. Like, can you speak to the mental wear and tear of just when you think you're getting going, boom, you get set back with
it sucks. It's the worst thing you have to go through. It builds your mental toughness for sure. I know he's going to come out stronger through this. I know I've come out stronger through every single injury I've had mentally, and it sucks, but it's part of it. That's all you can really say about it. It's a physical game. It goes by fast. Stuff happens. It's just part of it. So,
how much of your summer was built around getting in a full season? You know, you talk about your injuries, you know, like a 75-game mark or something like that. I mean, how much is that top of mind for you?
Yeah, huge. I say it to you guys every year. It's a goal. I'm going to try and not say it this year, so maybe I don't jinx it. But
just said it.
well, I mean, you said it first.
Yeah.
No, but it's a big focal point. Again, never go into a season thinking it's going to happen. I put on weight, I put on muscle this summer to hopefully try and make that a big or make that easier for me, get a little bit more meat on me so things are stronger. Last year, my injury I had wasn't really anything to do with that, just unlucky, but just hopefully the hockey gods are on my side this summer for sure.
Must have
this
a
year
smile
for sure.
on your face coming this one after the appendicitis thing.
Yeah. It was weird kind of going through it. I forgot how everything kind of worked. So, it was good to kind of go through all this stuff again. I know going through camp with the guys is kind of when you build your bonds again and kind of you go through all the hard skates and all the hard scrimmages together. And I was sad to miss out on that last year, but again, it's good to be back in camp. So,
you guys did lots of experience. Do you feel now that you're ready to take more on your shoulder, leadership-wise?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely. I think it's my 4th year now. It's gone by fast. I think absolutely I am. I hope the guys can lean on me for that. I think in the room I'm trying to be more vocal and trying to be more open with how I am and personality-wise. So definitely ready for a bigger leadership role, 100%.
I remember last summer you worked on taking hits on retrievals and stuff like that. Is there any specific part of the game that you prioritized this summer?
Yeah, I mean, I had my things. I was doing kind of certain cutback stuff, trying to get my eyes around quicker, coming out of turns. Again, still working on feeling guys' bodies out, doing that kind of stuff. A little bit of blue line work, skating, pivots, that kind of thing. A little bit of everything. I'm not going to tell you that I did something so specific that it's going to be game-changing, but little things that I've got from different people that kind of help me out that I've been working on all summer for sure.
What makes it fun playing with Laine as a partner, and what makes it maybe, let's say, difficult's the right word, or how does it change the way you play, if at all?
It doesn't really change much at all, to be honest. He's so fun to play with. He's obviously a wizard with that puck, and it's on a string, so it's fun. I'm excited to see how he is this year. I think he obviously probably had a great summer. I'm sure he was on the ice a million times a day or a month. I don't know, probably on the ice a lot. So I'm sure, it'll be fun. It'll be fun to hop in a scrimmage with him and kind of get some real game reps in with him again. So
have you not talked to him? Have you not talked to him? You're talking as if like it's.
Yeah, no, I have. Yeah, no, he was on the ice a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of stepping into that leadership void, just with what you guys accomplished last year, what are your expectations for this group this year?
Same as last year. Get in. I saw Susie said at the golf tournament. He said it last year, and no one really believed it or really took him seriously. Same thing. I think get there and stay there for longer than we did last year. So again, we have probably a more talented group than we did last year, and expectations are the same, if not higher. So.
Do you shake your head a little bit the amount of time Laine does spend on the ice? I mean, he'll last you like days off, he'd still be here. I think
Yeah.
one day Marty had to tell him not to come.
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't know. He's got a motor. I could never. But it's him and Demi, both of those guys. They just want to be better. They want to get better. They want to be the best. How can you fault the guy for that? They're horses. So it's fun to watch, and I think it's good for them. They want to be on the ice, and it's good.